We used to talk till the morning light, laugh like the world would never change. You held my hand like you meant forever, but slowly your eyes forgot my name. I felt the distance before you said it, and the way you stopped asking why. Your silence grew louder than your promises, while I was still trying to survive. I kept fixing what you were breaking, kept believing you'd come back around. You were already halfway gone, while I was still holding us down. I loved you more at the end, when you loved me less, when every word was a goodbye. I never confessed, I stayed when it hurt, you left when it was hard. Funny how I gave you my whole heart when you were already gone. Yeah, I loved you more at the end. You said it's nothing, you're overthinking, but my tears knew better than you. I memorized all your moods and changes, still couldn't stop losing you. I tried to be quieter, softer, stronger, anything to make you stay. But love shouldn't feel like begging or slowly fading away. You stopped fighting for the future, I kept fighting for the past. You let go so easily, I held on till the last. I loved you more at the end, when you loved me less, when every touch felt empty, every kiss a test. I stayed when it hurt, you left when it was hard. I was still choosing you while you chose to fall apart. Yeah, I loved you more at the end. Maybe love isn't always equal, maybe hearts don't break the same. You moved on like it was nothing, I'm still healing from your name. I replay all the moments, wonder where I went wrong, but loving you was never the mistake. Staying too long was. I loved you more at the end, when it was killing me, when I was crying alone at night, still hoping you'd see. I stayed when it hurt, you left without scars. I lost myself trying to save what we were. I loved you more at the end, when you loved me less, when I knew you weren't coming back. Still wish you the best. If loving you means losing, then I'll carry the pain, because even when you let me go, I loved you all the same. So if you ever wonder why I walked away so slow, it's 'cause I loved you more at the end than you'll ever know. Than you'll ever know. I wake up and without checking my phone, and indoors and haunt every breath. The silence still hurts, but it's quieter, like pain learning how to rest. Your pictures are still in the corners of places I don't go anymore. I don't cry every time I remember hold me through. I loved you with my whole heart. You left me with the scars, but I'm healing without you, even though it's hard. I stopped rewriting our last conversation, stopped asking where it went wrong. I stopped hoping you'd feel my absence, like I felt it all along. I wear my strength like a quiet secret. You never notice it on me before. I learned some love is only a lesson, not a forever anymore. I used to wait for your regret, like it could change the past, but the gravest thing I've ever done is better moments past. I'm healing without you, without your promises too. I'm finding peace in empty spaces. I used to save for you. You brought me in the softest way no one could ever see. But I'm here without you, and I'm finally choosing me. Maybe one day you'll hear my name and feel a little ache, not because you still love me, but because you know what you let escape. I don't wish you pain or sorrow, I just wish you grow and soothe. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just healing without you. I'm healing without you. Every tear I've cried, every lonely night I survived, every time I tried, I gave you all my best days. You gave me who I am. I'm feeling without you the best way that I can. I need you to see that the girl you walked away from is stronger quietly. I loved you beyond the earth, but now I'm moving too. The hardest truth I've ever learned. I'm healing without you. I packed away the letters you never finished, left them in a drawer I don't open much, but every quiet night finds its way back to the memory of your touch. I tell my friends that I'm doing better, that I barely say your name, but healing isn't always moving forward. Sometimes it's standing in the same place. I I've tried new streets, new faces, even learned how to laugh again. But every road I take somehow leads me back to then. I'm still stuck on us, on the way you felt like home, on the future we imagined. Now I'm facing it alone. I've let go of you, but not of who we were. I'm still stuck on us, and it hurts more than words. I don't check your socials like I used to, but I wonder if you're okay, if you hear our song in crowded places and pretend it doesn't play. I replay the day you stopped fighting like it happened yesterday. You said love shouldn't feel so heavy, then you walked away. I know I should be over this by now, by then somehow. But hearts don't follow timelines, they break when they're ready to heal now. I'm still stuck on us, on the way you said my name, like I was your forever, not just something you'd replace. I've forgiven you, but I haven't healed the loss. I'm still stuck on us, on every bridge we crossed. And maybe I love the version of you that only existed with me. Maybe I miss the girl I was when I still believed. I don't want you back the way you were, I just miss what we tried to be. It's hard to move on from a dream that once felt so real to me. I'm still stuck on us, in the middle of goodbye. We're hoping heartbreak learned how to collide. I've learned to smile again, but I still pause. Yeah, I'm still stuck on us, still stuck on us, but I'm learning how to let go. Carrying the love we had, not the pain you left me with. Oh, one day I'll remember you without this ache inside. But tonight I'm still stuck on us, and I'm tired of trying to lie. If love is a place you never leave, then maybe I never left you. I didn't stop loving you all at once, I just stopped being loved too. I'm still stuck on us, but I'm finding my way through. I typed your name, then erased it twice. Like courage comes with a price. My phone lit up, then went back to dark. Guess silence is your reply. You used to answer in seconds flat, like I was your whole world then. Now I watch the clock defend you while it proves me wrong again. I tell myself you're just busy, that I'm not easy to forget. But hope is a dangerous habit when it's all that's left. I was left on red forever, like I didn't mean a thing. Like my love was just a moment you could leave unseen. I it's just a notification. You don't even decline. I still know your favorite hour, the one when you'd call me home. But time keeps moving forward, and I'm standing here alone. You don't owe me an explanation, but I wish you would say goodbye instead of letting the truth disappear between the lines. I was left on red forever with a heart full of things to say. I kept writing conversations that you never stayed to play. I searched for signs and punctuation, every pause, every bend, but all I got was silence in the end. Maybe closure doesn't come in sentences or reasons we can understand. Maybe love just stops replying and leaves us where we stand. I don't hate you for not loving me, I just hate the way you look, like I wasn't worth a sentence, just a message you forget. I was left on red forever, still hoping you'd type my name, still checking for a typing bubble that never came. I gave you every feeling you never had to defend. I was left on red forever in the end. I was left on red forever, but I'm learning how to breathe, learning how to stop expecting what you couldn't give to me. If love is measured in effort, then I finally see I wasn't asking for too much, you just couldn't choose me. So I won't send another message, I won't wait for you again. Some endings don't come with answers, just a screen that doesn't bend. I was left on red forever, now I'm choosing to present. The room still holds the shape of you, like you just stepped outside. Your coffee cup, the way you left a part of me behind. I tell myself this ache will fade, that time will teach me how, but every day just proves again you're not a memory now. I've tried to call this healing, but it feels like learning pain. How to breathe with half a heart, how to smile and still break. Missing you feels permanent, like it's stitched into my chest. Every breath reminds me of the love I couldn't save. I keep waiting for the moment when it hurts a little less, but missing you feels permanent. Walk the streets we used to know, they still say your name. Every corner has a version of us that stayed the same. I don't cry the way I used to, but I feel it just as deep. It's quieter, more dangerous, the kind of hurt I keep. I know I'm supposed to move on, like you already did it, but love doesn't forget so easily what the heart once lived. Missing you feels permanent, like a scar that never permanent. Maybe some loves don't end, they just change the shape from holding hands to holding pain, from forever to too late. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I still care, that every future I imagine, somehow you're still there. Feminist is where you were, in the words I never send, in the truth I still prefer. I let go of what we could have been, but not of what you meant. Missing you feels permanent. Missing you feels permanent. But I'm learning how to stay with the parts of me you changed, and I push them away. If loving you was the price for knowing how love feels, then missing you feels permanent. But at least it was real. So if I'm quiet when your name comes up, if I look away instead, it's not that I haven't moved on, it's just that love doesn't end. Missing you feels permanent, but I'm learning to live with it. I trusted you with all my quiet fears, the ones I never said out loud. I lay my heart in your open hands, and you let it hit the ground. You promised me a safe place, a shelter from the storm. But every time the world got hard, I stood there all alone. You said love shouldn't hurt this much, but you watched me break instead. You let the doubts and distance grow between the things you said. This is the love you didn't protect, the heart you left exposed. I fought for us in every way you never even chose. I needed you to stand for me, to choose me when it was hard. But you let everything tear apart this love you didn't guard. I swallowed words to keep the peace, learned how to compromise. I wore your silence like it was mine and called it sacrifice. You let them question what we were, you let the cracks remain. You didn't notice I was bleeding just to keep us sane. Love isn't just saying I'm here when it's easy to stay. It's fighting when the ground is shaking, not turning away. This is the love you didn't protect when it needed you the most. You watched me drown in babies while you stayed on the coast. I needed more than promises, more than words in the dark. But you let everything fall apart. This love you didn't guard. Maybe you love me in your way, but love should feel like care. No wondering if I mattered or if you were ever there. I don't regret loving you, I regret how alone I felt, trying to save a love you wouldn't save yourself. This is the love you didn't protect, the one I held I try to hide, your name stay glowing on my phone while the nights just pass me by. You said just give me a little time, like time was something I had left. I kept my heart on standby mode while you live without regret. I told myself you were just lost, that love would find its way, but excuses sound like lies when they repeat every day. I waited for nothing, but I didn't know. I thought your love was running late, not gone for good, not letting go. I waited for calls that never came, for words you never said. I wasted all my loving, I waited for nothing in the end. I learned the sound of empty rooms, learned how silence feels. I'm missing someone who's still alive, hurts more than what is real. I defended you when people asked why you weren't around. I carried all the weight of us while you never felt the ground. You stopped choosing me so slowly, I barely saw the sign. I was living for the both of us, you were already fine. I waited for nothing, but I held on tight, believing you remember me some lonely night. I waited for truth to finally hurt instead of false hope instead. I wasted all my loving, I waited for nothing in the Maybe life shouldn't feel like standing in the rain without a coat. Maybe hearts aren't meant to break just to prove how much they hope. I blame myself for losing you, but now I understand. You didn't leave all at once, you just stopped holding my hand. I waited for nothing, but I stayed the same, still making room for someone who forgot my name. I waited till my tears ran dry, till I had nothing left to bend. I gave you all my patience, I waited for nothing in the for nothing, but I loved you hard, even when your absence left me in the dark. I waited till my heart gave out, trying to pretend that you were ever coming back. I waited for nothing in the end. So this is me letting go of the girl who used to wait. I won't stand in empty love again or call it fate. I waited for nothing, now I'm choosing myself instead. The house stayed quiet while we fell apart. No slammed doors, no goodbye. We learned how to hurt in lowercase, pretending we were fine. You sat right next to me on the couch, but felt a million miles away. I watched the love in your eyes grow tired and slowly drift away. We stopped asking the hard questions, stopped trying to be honest. We called it peace, but it was distance, and neither of us noticed. We broke without a sound, no words to end the fight, just two hearts slowly learning twice. I don't know when you stopped choosing me, I just know you did. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame us for pretending that silence wasn't already the beginning of the ending. We broke without a sound in the space between words, in the moments we avoided, and the truths we never heard. I tried to save what was already gone, try to keep us around, but love slipped through the quiet. We broke without a sound. So if I flinch at sudden silence, or struggle when rooms feel too loud, it's not the ending that haunts me, it's how we broke without a sound. Felt the distance before you said a word. Your touch grew colder with every night. We stayed in the same room but felt alone, two hearts giving up the fight. I traced your hand like it still belonged to me, but you pulled it away in silence. I begged for signs that we could stay. You gave me empty compliance. I thought love meant holding on, not slipping like water through my hands. You let me fall without a fight and didn't seem to understand. You let me go slowly, piece by piece, day by day. I watched us fade like autumn leaves, drifting further away. I stayed when you were leaving, I cried when you were gone. You let me go slowly, and I loved you alone. I kept replaying the little things, the way your smile used to shine. Now it's just a memory that I can't make mine. I whispered questions you never answered, I waited for a spark to remain. But love shouldn't feel like morning while the other person walks away. I wanted storms, I wanted noise, anything to know you cared. Instead I got a quiet goodbye, like I wasn't even there. You let me go slowly, piece by piece, night by night. I held on to hope that you'd stay, but you vanished from the light. I stayed when you were leaving, I cried when you were gone. You let me go slowly, and I loved you all. Maybe you loved me in your own way, but love should never bruise. I stayed hoping you'd remember me, but you forgot the truth. I don't hate you for leaving, I just hate that it hurt this long. I gave you everything I had, and you let me go like a song. You let me go slowly, and I let myself fall to the story unfold. You let me go slowly, but I learned to be whole. I felt it in the way you looked at me, the warmth that used to stay. It faded like a distant flame and quietly slipped away. I kept pretending that we were fine, smiling through the ache, but your silence spoke the truth that love can quietly break. I waited for a word, a sign, anything to bring you near, but the space between us grew, and I realized what I fear. You stopped loving first, before I even knew. The heart I held for both of us was breaking without you. I stayed when you were leaving, I cried when you were gone. You stopped loving first, and I loved you all along. I replay every moment in my mind, trying to find the day when your eyes stopped looking for me and my heart slipped away. I whispered promises into the dark, hoping you'd feel them too. But love shouldn't be a one-sided fight, it's meant for me and you. I kept believing in us, even when I should have known that love that's left unanswered is a love that walks alone. You stopped loving first, before I even knew. The heart I held for both of us was breaking without you. I stayed when you were leaving, I cried when you were gone. You stopped loving first, and I loved you all along. Maybe you forgot what love was, or maybe I was blind, but hearts that stop beating together leave only pain behind. I don't blame you for giving up, I blame the quiet in between. The love I gave so fully, the love you never see. You stopped loving first, and I held on tight, hoping for a spark that never came to life. I stayed when you were leaving, I cried when you were gone. You stopped loving first, but I loved you all. Oh, you stopped loving first, but I learned to be free. I'll mend the pieces of my heart and set the rest of me. I loved you too much to give up, even when you did. You stopped loving first, and now I live. I remember us softly, not bitter, not cruel, just two hearts that lost their way, and a love that couldn't